November's second quarterly report, the Mesquite Police Department announced an 11% drop in overall crime. Sergeant Mark Bradford is here to discuss the decrease and the initiatives being taken.
It's been a good thing for us anytime we can have a decrease in crime. But we had 11% drop in overall crime, and I think one of the big takeaways from that is a 54% reduction in robbery. And so those are obviously violent crimes, and they have the propensity to even be traumatic to people. And so anytime when you can reduce a serious crime like that, it's a good thing for the citizens and a good thing for our community. And so we've had I think it was like 300 less crimes compared to last year during the same period from 2019 to 2020. And there's probably a lot of different reasons that's attributed to, but it's always a good thing when crime reduces, and especially violent crime like robberies.
What are some of the public education efforts to get citizens involved in maintaining a safer community?
Well, we've been using the Take Lock Hide for a number of years, and those signs are all over our retail areas and stuff. But one of the things we recently started is the 9 p.m. routine. And, unfortunately, a large majority of our burglary of motor vehicles are from unlocked cars. And so what this 9 p.m. routine does is it encourages citizens to kind of a reminder at 9 o'clock, hey, make sure you take all your valuables out of the car. Make sure you lock your car. Make sure you lock your home, and then leave a light on outside. And so it's just trying to get them into that habit of making sure they do these things. And, I catch myself doing it in that right before I go to bed, I grab my remote and I go hit it lock 2 or 3 times until I hear it beeping, just to make sure, even though I know I locked it, but I kind of catch myself doing the exact same thing. And just so I can be sure that, we don't have some, criminal that's an opportunist, and that's what a lot of this is unlocked vehicles are just a crime of opportunity. They're not really breaking anything, they're just looking for unlocked handles. And if we can make this 9 p.m. routine a habit, then it will drastically reduce the burglary of motor vehicles that we have in our city.
And of course, the community wants to know what the police department itself is doing to make sure that there is a consistent downward trend of crime.
Our social media is a great way to get information out, whether it's through Nextdoor, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. But the fact that we're trying to be proactive and getting the message out there, and just trying to get the community involved, and by having these routines and putting this these information out there, I think it goes a great way to help our community, and it has us be involved. And so it's important for us to share these things. It's important for us to share these tips, and we're trying to work on other tips for other things as we see crime trend through a different way, and sometimes the criminals, they figure out things a little bit faster than we do. And so we try to get ahead of them when we can and point out things to help citizens. But anytime we can share information, that's been the biggest thing. And social media is great for that, is great for getting our message out there and educating our citizens. And so we encourage everybody to follow us on social media, follow us on Nextdoor or Facebook or Instagram or Twitter. And we'll be able to get that stuff out there. And so I think that's been the biggest thing, is just having that involvement and being able to have that interaction quickly and easily, and to the masses. There aren't many people in this community anymore who aren't on some form of social media, and so we can reach them through all those platforms.
Thank you, Sergeant Mark Bradford, for joining me today, and thank you for watching the Mesquite Minute.